Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. It's Friday. How's everyone doing? Answer the poll in the chat. Are we gonna dump again? We just had crazy 4 days of straight dump. Actually, maybe even more because Friday was a dump. Did 1, 2, followed by inside bar 3. Good morning. Okay, most people are saying no. Well, we definitely are starting off the day dropping below pre-market low. Every day, pretty much, we've started off dropping in the morning immediately. Here, just hit that Asia low, that 4-hour distribution. New poll in the chat. What were whether you're bullish, bearish, or neutral? You still have ES to reach its this weekly liquidity level, this weekly low. That's what it is. So it's possible for us to drop more. Then there's the other frame of reference, other point of thinking is that TGIF, we should retrace into the weekly candle, form the wick after such a down week. But I'm not so sure. This is the first down week, and if I'm looking at the weekly candle, sometimes we do just end right on near the lows there. This one too. This one had a little bit of a wick, but this was the second down close candle in a row. So this one's also, yeah. Yesterday was one of the most exhausting trading days of my life, honestly. Tried to short the morning. Literally tried to short 3 times. And got caught up in this consolidation. I was literally cursing out NQ as it was pulling back up here and stopped me out there. And I said I was still bearish. And thank God, I was able to just stay. Thank God I had a mental game coach session later in the day at 1 p.m. Because that helped me just be ready to short later on, and I was able to catch it too. I took it to here, and I did end up green, but shitty win rate, but pretty much helped me really just reassess everything and just kind of put things in a better mindset. Because if the market's changing and you're in a new environment, and the way you're learning is by taking the trades, obviously win rate's going to suck a little bit more. So reasonable to think that as long as me holding to the full, I took some partials here and there, but I kept 2 runners when I had to go to a dentist, you guys. And I kept put my limit fill here, and literally in the dentist chair, I also had an options position, and I took freaking profit from the dentist chair and my personal options account. Such a busy day yesterday. So exhausting. So exhausting watching the candles too. And then then my sister came over, so I had a non-stop day, and we saw Swan Lake at the New York City Ballet, so that was really nice. She slept over, so that was nice. I took my little sister to the ballet. But I was definitely I did not have like a proper cool down. I was just running around all day. And definitely during the slower parts of ballet, I was like, my mind was somewhere else, and I had to like pull myself back into the moment. We took out the pre-market low. If you're gonna think that it's weekly retrace, take the daily, take the measurement, Monday high, Thursday low, trace to, I put my template for weekly retrace. 20% is here. I mean, we'll see if that's lines up with anything else. What do you guys, what book I recommend for mental game, for psychology? Mental Game of Trading, Jared Tendler. That'll make you really feel like you're in therapy, honestly. No, it really makes you feel like you're being coached, though. Especially if you get the audiobook. So you're about to get like an inversion here. You just got a little 2-minute inversion there. At the open, let's see what ES is doing. Also, DXY hit its liquidity pool here, buy side. It did hit buy side here. So I'm not really so much in favor of looking for more downside slash. ES did the same thing. ES did the same thing. What did you guys vote? Like 41% bullish, 39% bearish, 19% neutral. President Trump is speaking today. I'd rather wait until the next 15-minute candle forms because this one has such a big wick that I'd rather wait for the next one. Could come back into this area too. It's kind of a weird. Already took a little bit of structure, so I'd rather wait for another. Okay, I dipped into this one, the lower. Well, let's see if we can break this high, then we'll make a 5-minute breaker. So far, it's looking bullish. You had the little SMR, the retracement to 50% there. Got picked up. Here it's crossing that 5-minute swing high. It's kind of wild, just the ranges are so large nowadays. I'm just like taking a measurement here. If you were to just long in this lower one, your stop would be 70 points. Like, that's insane to me. Like, we're having very volatile action. 175 points in the first 15 minutes. This couldn't close above this, which I don't love. There's no 5-minute FEGs. So we could have another retracement. This could be a high resistance move up higher. Because this could get taken out, honestly, because this wicked. And this is a low in a little liquidity pool. So I'm just gonna wait more. See, this was the open. Let me think for a moment. Okay. For a moment. Be back in one sec. Mm. Honestly, I'm trying to get them to be one color, and I don't know where my remote went. Oh well. So let me know if that's too distracting. I'll take tearing them off, honestly. And Castillo, tell me what they say. This is insane. This is a 100-point stop. You know? I'd rather not. 70-point stop, I'd rather not. We'll see if this low gets taken out, then it's definitely a high resistance day. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the colors. Too much. I legit tried to change all the settings. I have to find the remote later today. Later today, T Trades is coming over. He's gonna be helping me with my wire management. T Trades is in New York City. So far on the daily, you know, you have a small candle, small body candle. On ES, on NQ also it's small. Chat, does size matter? I'm just trolling. By the way, you guys have to behave in the chat now because my parents do know about my YouTube live streaming and my YouTube. And so does some of my extended family. Please behave. I know I just made a stupid joke, but I think fair value gap size does matter though. Anyway, I said like I wanted to wait until the next 15-minute candle open because you see, yeah, we dipped a bit. Could dip quite a bit. When there's like a weak wick like this, I never like it because it could retrace into it again. I'll mark out CE of the wick. My mom is the type to like watch the entire session, read everything. So she be polite. This is the midpoint of the previous 15-minute wick. I could see us like retracing down to here again. Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. It's very slow. It's like a back and forth morning, slow, but like very, very large ranges. Right? How big are these 1-minute candles, you know? 27 points. 45 points. 68 points. Like, these 1-minute candles are huge. How nice. My little sister brought me a croissant. Croissant. She slept over last night because I took her to see Swan Lake. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see, said the blind man. I don't like I said, I wanted to see a nice. It would have been nice if, but obviously it didn't happen. It would have been nice if this closed above this with a displacement and gave us like a 5-minute fair value gap. 5-minute unicorn and didn't give it to us. That happened. I said, okay, well, it could come back again into here because it could be a high resistance day. So far it's been pretty back and forth here after a huge down day yesterday on Thursday. I'm just like happy I stayed with my conviction on lower prices on a Thursday. Yo, this croissant's so flaky. I'm not gonna. Yeah, this inversion is like half in premium, half in discount. Maybe I'd rather mark out the first presented fair value gap, TBH. What is this? Wait. At least that's like in discount, right? Pretty much, yeah. We're back in it. This little volume imbalance is crazy. So that's how fast NQ moved at the open. What do you guys vote for your bias? Let me see what's the ending. 47% bullish, 32% bearish, and 20% neutral. Okay, polls ended there. Yeah, I would hate to be in a position right now. It's just very slow. We're below. So it's like this is a decent buying area though, because you're below all these. If you're bullish, you're below this 8:30 open, 9:30 open, midnight open, and you're in a discount, relative discount. What was the other thing I was thinking of? You know, you are in the wick of the previous 15-minute candle. Some people might be buying this inversion. I'm not. I'll just be tape reading that. Because I do think it can dip again into here. It's just not like an 8+. Didn't really sweep this liquidity. I'll tape read that. That to new high of day would be 1R. To that buy side liquidity would be 1.6R. After it hits this high, I would put stop break even, honestly, because you don't want to be part of another retracement here. You'd want it to just to start expanding there. As it's coming back and up and near the highs, up above. Oh, ES is above midnight open, 9:30 and 8:30 right now. NQ is pretty much at midnight open at the moment. See on the 15-minute. Yeah, we retraced into this wick. You know, showing more bullishness. Do. What time is it? It's 10:02. See if ES finally makes like a breaker fair value gap there. Might end up taking ES, honestly. ES has been, stronger than NQ anyway. I'll see. There's no unicorn, I'm not gonna do it. And there's not. That's sad. That's an ugly ass wick. The high resistance day. So, if someone took the inversion, we'd probably get stop break even around now. But it did reach new high of day for like 1 hour there. That's my tape reading for that. Pretty ugly. Decently bullish still, but still pretty like whipsaw action, I would say. Like, look at this candle. It's probably like 60 points on the 1 minute. Wow, 80 points. Yeah, that's freaking ugly. You have to be really fast. So what do we have so far today? We had that Asia low swept and then immediate little inversion, and we then took out minor buy side here, like 5-minute buy side on NQ and on ES. So we didn't even take out the pre-market highs yet, right? Or the London highs. These smooth edged highs, which I do think should get hit, but it really is a matter of me trying to find the correct risk and the correct stop where I feel like I'm not going to get stopped out. But the thing is, I don't feel as if putting my stop here would be safe or here. Like, if I think this is a high resistance run, which I do. Don't really love this. Yeah, look at the 15 there. I think one of my friends, Kane, he's been bearish for so long. He said he wasn't even able to find an entry recently, so that's just trading sometimes, That's something to remember. Like, there's plenty of opportunities in the market. This week was very large. I mean, honestly, that means like we're probably getting more action like this in the coming weeks. I think that the weekly looks really bad here. Like we could have more downside. We have all this trendline liquidity here on NQ. Can hit this little low, swing low. We have probably daily FEGs there. All the way down here. That could happen. It's about staying like solvent until then. I'm just happy I never like oversized or over leveraged, because that would have meant like I would have blown my accounts. But like I always kept around 400, 450 is my risk for 150K accounts. So I'm glad. Well, trust me, I've been there, I've done that. I've been there and done that, where I'm like, oh, I'm so like sure that we're going lower. And then I will triple my sizing or something. And then, oh, too bad, now you took one or two losses and your account's gone. Now on the real move lower, you're just trading an eval, which does not count as real money, right? So it's just about staying solvent. In larger ranges like this, you want to go smaller sizing. Because if your stop's like 50 points, like you need to half your sizing. If your usual stop's 25-ish points, you know? It's just like the position, the contract sizing, because your risk is still the same there. Your stop is wider, and then most of the time your take profit's also larger, you know? So I saw one of my friends with like a 70-point stop loss. Personally, I don't like to do that. I'd probably just miss the trade, but it really depends on if I felt as if that stop was safe, and the RR is still like over 1.5, then I'd probably take it. Here, I'm not really getting that feeling because of all these wicks. Wicks are doing some damage here. Right? It's been about almost 30 minutes, right? No, it's been 40 minutes. Yeah. 40 minutes. We have a 200-point range, but with that range, we've only taken out like pre-market low and like a 5-minute swing high. We've still way more structure to be left. Here it's coming up into this 15-minute FEG like for a third time. I do think that this should get inverted. And then I should probably go for this. But you know, what do we look like on the 4 hour? We're trying to reach up into this huge pocket. Like this is the easy buy side. $9.50 to $11.10. There's a buy side for ES there. Okay, let me mark that out. What we can probably do is see if this down leg matches up with maybe the weekly retracement, like the extension of it. Extension of the down leg. So let's see. Not really. The 0.5 comes right before it. It's such a large swing lower. 10 o'clock candle just opened, so let me actually open up the stat map. Four-hour open. Manipulation, potential distribution up there. Okay, but here. Put that on the 15. Open was right here. You see this? I don't know what that is about. Oh. The 10 o'clock candle is there. So far, really, all I saw was like this 1R trade there. I just decided to tape read. Now we'll see what happens on the 5 here. Again, it's most likely just going to be wicking back and forth. I don't really be happy if it ends up giving us a breaker FEG. It's hitting pre-market buy side NQ. The easy liquidity level like we were talking about. Now I honestly expect what it's been doing is just wicking, so we'll see if it ends up actually giving strength or not here. See how this closes. 20 seconds left in that close. On the 15 and the 5. Oh, pretty strong close. What are we up on NQ and ES? NQ is up 0.3%, ES is up 0.35%. It's really not much movement in the regards of percentages. See this? Do we have a gap up or down? Small gap down. It was really wicking into it. Okay. And then we finally closed above it. Unfortunately, no fair value gap on the 5 minute there. Unless it makes a tiny one here on NQ. I mean, it's not finished yet, so. Yeah, this has been the theme of today, right? Just like these huge 1 minute candles. 30 points per 1 minute candle at least. So if you're entering any trade, you got to be brave today. Or just like size so small. Like today, honestly, yesterday was one of my most exhausting trading days in my career for sure. Like, came in the morning, I was like, I wanted lower, and it just kept dropping. So all my my first 3 targets, I said still like we have more room on the weekly to go lower. But unfortunately, after I kind of made this note to myself. where I would probably try still one of those shorts already. Like, again, I would definitely try, because it was basically two different short ideas. But just, you know, if we hit a lot of like a weekly or a daily target before 10 or at 10 a.m., typically you're going to get consolidation for the rest of the New York session, because you just have this heavy drop into a liquidity pool. Thankfully, I did stick with my bias that I'm bearish for like all that weekly downside. In the afternoon, I was able to catch it, but I could have saved myself a little bit of a headache there, and just increased my P&L, my equity curve. All right, did we make a no FEG there? You're sort of just tapping just back into the range here on Q. I mean, I'm not loving these wicks, you guys. I'm not loving this price action. This is just very tough to navigate. It's not very clean. A lot of back and forth. Even if I do have like more target to the upside, this was the easy target. And again, I couldn't really find like an entry where I felt comfortable with the risk. So no trade for me yet. I'm okay if I don't take a trade today. Just showing up and like watching the price action is good too. Because we're gonna get more price action like this next week. I definitely anticipate that. Like, we're gonna have these huge candles, huge ranges to work with. Let me see. On the daily, what's the ATR now? It's definitely increased by a ton. The last 5 days, look at that huge jump. Used to be like a week ago, the average daily range was around like 300. Now it's 400, 412, 415 points as the average true range of NQ in the last 5 days. You can see where volatility dried up here with these small, tiny candles, and then picked up. The average started increasing after these moves down lower. But this is helpful to know when you're like measuring. If you're having an expected day where you're like, okay, I think today could be an average daily range, right? Like a day where it's a normal day, versus if you think it could be a smaller day, if it's day before CPI, day before FOMC, day after a holiday, day after a large range, right? Today's a day after a large range, and after a day after like many large ranges here, after we took a weekly liquidity pool here and there. So I do anticipate it to be smaller than, this average of 418. So far we moved probably 235. It is way smaller. But if we moved up from here to here, I'm kind of reminding myself, don't get married to this 367, which is still less than that average true range. So it's actually still possible, but it is possible to get up to there. Let's see ES here. This is just a hard structure to work with, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why it started freezing up there. So annoying ES. ES didn't even reach that 5-minute pre-market buy side on the 15 and the 5. Paused right before it. Right? It's kind of funny. This is on the 2-minute. Yeah, I don't really like it. I don't like the structure. It's just like a slow grind higher, deeper tracements. And I think it's a high resistance move up higher. We haven't had really another manipulation. So I'll just wait for that. That's kind of my game plan. If I get involved in a long, I want like some short-term low to get breached first. So far, we've been following like the last swing low that got into this liquidity, got respected. This one got respected too. This one's respected too. So it's kind of been a low resistance move up, just like a really slow one. And not really like a clean one. So maybe then the entry really is like an inversion, even on any pullback, but I just don't feel so comfortable. Let me see here. If you did that. Yeah, so far it's been following every swing low before the next swing high has been respected. All right, well, ES just took that 5-minute buy side. There I'd put stop break even if I took that inversion entry, but clearly I'm just tape reading today. I'm very much like not feeling like I love these huge ranges. So let's see. That stop would have been 11 points on ES. Yeah, one of my typical stop on ES is like 5. Still okay. I don't know why I feel way more comfortable because on ES than if like I had to take a 50 or 70 point stop on NQ like that. That seems outrageously large. See NQ. I'm gonna run up there. See on the 15-minute now. Closed above, came back, wicked into the body. I have here. I had that previous 5-minute buy side there. And that's where we pretty much paused. Okay. So let's see ES here. 3, 2. It's making a lot of displacements here as it's breaking these highs. If it does end up retracing before hitting this, at least 50%, I'll probably end up trying it. And that's going to be my only and basic trade idea there. See NQ, what are we up on the day right now? We're up 0.6%, and ES is up 0.5%. What would that be? It would be a 1.79R. And this for NQ. So at the moment, NQ is stronger than ES. But basically, I think I'm just gonna see if it even retraces, right? Which one retraces to that potential entry first? This is now 1.35R, 1.4R on that one. Times it's 10:31. So I'm basically just gonna see which one hits this first. And long that one. If it even gets there, because it might not, and that's okay if I miss that. Let's mark out 1050. On the 5, do we finally have? Yeah. We finally have like a basically a mitigation block and breaker. Fair value gap here on the 5. We have another one up here, but this is the one in discount. So again, which depends on which one. That's my trading plan for today. I think the ES one is like a 1.4R. This one is a 1.75R, but see, now it's even worse for ES, right? But like, where did 3 PD race? So like 1, 2. I could probably put it up to here for my stop. But anyway, NQ is probably going to reach it first if it does reach it. Right, I'm still managing my expectations here. Again, I would have to put really small sizing, like 3 micros. I'm not going more than that because the risk is really like a lot of candles, a lot of points. I'm getting ready if it doesn't reach it. Yeah, I'm in that. Just got filled there. On NQ, MNQ. Where did I get filled at? 694. Okay, cool. So 1.8R. So far, I got a pretty good fill. Like, meaning I'm not really in any drawdown as of yet. We'll see how this goes. I do like it. I've been waiting for it. So, what I'm going to do. You make sure I'm all good with everything else. Yeah, okay. I'm already up 26 points, which is crazy. Just how volatile, like every 1 minute candle, we talked about this, is like, how would you say, 40 points, 20, so 30 plus points. So I like this structure. There's also 5-minute FEG here. I'm like break even in the next minute and a half. Hold on, just got a cough. Back. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do is let this play out. If this hits new high today, then I'll probably put stop break even because I want it to expand. Let's see. Okay. The 5 minute looking decent. So we're now in that 5 minute FEG. No matter what, I'm glad that's my trade idea and I'm glad with my entry. And so far I'm like hovering around break even for like the first 3 or 4 minutes. 3 minutes. Yeah. I'd be kind of surprised if this gets taken out before this because, you know, we've been pretty much a low resistance move up higher. Every swing low has been respected on this bullish run up higher. So that's why I'm pretty fine with trying this. Yep. Still around break even. The first 5 minutes. Now it's dropping down 5-ish points, 7-ish points. It's the previous buy side that it's hitting into here. This level. This mitigation block now. And previous order block. So we'll see. I don't want to put too much here. There we go. What was this line? I don't even know. Oh, that was my previous 50% of this range where I want to enter. Yeah, it's 1042. Pretty much break even again. Oh, this looks better on the 2 minute. Down about 10 points. See, it's sticking into this buy side, previous buy side, mitigation block, order block. Don't want to hang around here too much, too long. This 5 minute candle's closing now. I want the next 5 minute candle to probably start expanding. I'd like this to be the swing low here. Oh, it's decent. That's a decent 1 minute candle. We'll see. 15 points in profit now. We'll see though. Like I said, these 1 minute candles are crazy. They could do anything. If this ends up like stopping me out, I'd have to just be like, all right. I'd probably just be done for the day because I'm doing it based on like TGIF. I do think like there's more downside to come, but I think that'll most likely next week. I know I do see like the 4 hour, we're in a 4 hour fair value gap, etc. Like we're in a 4 hour SIBI, could get rejected here. But my stop's at where it's like 17. Yeah, I'm even happy with like where this is on the 4 hour on the stop loss, so I'm up 15 points. Yeah, I totally get that. Like on the 4 hour, this is a riskier trade, but I like this on the 5 and the 15, and just the narrative that, after 3 large down days in a week, like every day this week has been down closed candles. So we're probably making a wick, which we are on the weekly. I'm thinking we could get to 20%. And on the stat map, that's what, so like the extension, stat map. It's by 2 degrees. If you're interested in the stat map, the link is in the description. I know people ask. So, I mean, this is where the 10 o'clock candle was, the open. If you thought it was manipulation, it's best to just buy below it. I did mention today, like, this is probably a decent area to be buying, and I just didn't do it because it's below all these 3 time frames if you're bullish, and below you still have buy side up here. I just didn't love where I could put the stop here. Here I feel better about it because it's like an order block, fair value gap on the 5 minute, and a mitigation block would get violated then. So far it's working in my favor a little bit. I'm like up 30 points. Like I said, I want this next 5 minute candle to continue up higher. So we'll see. The daily could get up to here. My stop is below the daily open too, so that's decent. We would turn backward on the day if I'm wrong here. That's kind of interesting. Right. Okay. We're digging back into my break-even area. It's 1050. It's about to be 1050. I'm sorry. It's not 1050 yet. Even ES gave the entry here too. But, NQ reached it first, and NQ I like better. Anyway, it's a better RR on that same idea. And it has been stronger than ES today, percentage-wise and structurally. So, but that being said, ES is still working out too. I've pretty much been in profit this whole time on this trade, so I'm pretty much chilling, like break-even-ish the whole time. Just small profit, not really much of a drawdown. So not too much, how would you say? Not too much worry in that regard. Not too much stress. But, I don't love that we dug up into here. We'll see how this 5 minute closes. I love that we're not like closing above the previous 5 minute. Just hanging around here, looks like. So it doesn't look like it's gonna have a quick expansion. I don't know. We'll see what 1050 macro brings us. I'm staying this trade. If I enter before 1050, still has the same structure, still valid. See how this closes. This order block has been pretty good, holding price up. This is the mitigation block. Oh yeah. $1.87R. I'm happy with like my position sizing too. It makes it very chill. Like, can't be taking 10 contracts if your stop's 70 points. Like I said, I don't love it when I have to do that, but it's I'm happy with my entry still. It shows it's a good entry. I've been pretty much break even or small profit this whole time. Right, so I entered on this candle. Been in this trade for about 15 minutes. Here's a 1050 macro. We'll see if it starts expanding now. Go to the top. Like, you're never gonna stop. Let's go to the top. One hop. Left foot, let's go. I'm pretty chill. Like, sometimes it's very little of the time, but like 20% of the time, maybe no, 10% of the time on stream, after I enter something, I'll actually feel nervous and like my heart or like shaky. But that's not typically because of knowing that people are watching. It's typically for good reason, because I know it's not like the best entry, And for this one, I was never feeling any anxiety. Yeah. For example, I was yesterday, my first trade yesterday, I knew that was not really a good idea. After I took like a daily liquidity pool, and then like you're shorting in like a very extreme discount in 1 minute fair value gap. It's not. I have to wait for manipulation after that happens. I wrote that down, so it's never a loss. It's never just a loss. It's always typically a lesson, or in the regard of either if your execution was wrong, right? It'll be a lesson in that, or it just strengthens your mind if it's just a probability standpoint, So anyway, right now, again, I've been in profit, starting to push up 30 points now. It's been very slow. But that's kind of like the theme of the morning. I would say it was pretty slow grind up all day until this little move. And I personally took that as like, oh, that's market showing its hand where it's going to keep extending towards. Since on the 5 minute we were closing above swing highs and created nice displacements. I just took the fib 50%, and that was my entry. And my target is 20% weekly retrace. If we take new high of day, then I'm going to put my stop at break even, because then this would be like the new swing low, basically. And we've been following these swing lows or the swing high, right? We've been respecting them. So it has been a low resistance run higher in that regard, right? Is this low? Where are we at? Where's my paintbrush? There we go. This low, where's my paintbrush? Okay. This low was before that swing high, got respected. This didn't purge it. This low, the next swing high, this pullback did not wreck it. This low before that swing high, this pullback did not wreck it. That's why I entered here and stop here. So I like that now we're pushing back higher after doing the 1050 macro. Good. Looking good. Today. Today is the 28th. Today's the last day of the month too. So I actually feel kind of good about this because like we're making the wick on the monthly candle as well. Yeah. Right. I don't think that the monthly is going to end on its dead lows. I mean, we did wick. We are like 300 points above it. That's true, but let's see. Yeah. We're looking all right. 15 looks pretty good. See where this 15-minute candle closes. We have 4 minutes left. The best thing that could happen is that it just continues up higher now. Closes above the previous 15. See some more strength during this New York session close, basically. Into 11. Would be good. Yeah, what started off as like a day I didn't really like I was not loving this back and forth whipsaw. It's turning into a day that I do like. Now I do like the structure. So that's why I entered too. Okay, this candle closed above this one. That's looking good. Closed above the open. Disrespected this little 5-minute SIBI. It's looking good to take out the new high of day soon. And new high of day would probably be like a 1R, right? 1.2R. That's not even a bad trade. See. How many minutes left in this 15-minute candle? Yeah, 2, 3 minutes left. Yeah, it's been slowly making its way uptown. A chill day for me, even if this ends up stopping me out. I'm very happy with this trade. ES is making its way to new high day soon. So they'll target, actually. We'll see. This is 1.3R for the ES trade. New high day for ES. Let's see NQ follow suit soon. Would not like it to create like a swing high here. And then SMT, that would be trashy. I want this 15-minute candle to close pretty strong, which it is at the moment. Yeah, I anticipate some large candles to upside. We've had a bunch of small body candles now. On the 2-minute too, right? I expect expansion to the upside soon. Yeah, I'd like this by 11:10. Yeah, and I want expansion then, so after we take this, I'd be fine with putting my stop break even. Let's see. This is a pretty good close, yeah. It's not the best because I wanted it to close above the previous. Wanted more power, but it's fine. On ES it is. So I think he's just playing catch up soon. Pretty good trade because I basically suffered pretty much 0 drawdown throughout it, like just a tiny bit. It's maybe down 0.1 R or something, 0.2 R. Now let's start seeing expansion. I'm not gonna love it if we make like a swing high. It's 11 right now. Mm-hmm. 11:10. How long am I in this trade for? Probably, wow, 22 minutes. 24 minutes. I do have the thought to put stop at break even because ES did hit that target there. And I don't want to be part of a divergence. I don't think it should retrace anyway if I think that we should have expansions to the upside now after these small candles. And where's my stop would be decent enough. Yeah, I don't think that we should retrace there into 11:10. So stops at break even now. I think that we should be expanding now. Like new high day is like a 1.2 R. And this is 1.8. Yeah, ES is continuing probably towards Tuesday low. I don't know. I forgot to do some extensions here. NQ. Yeah, I do like this. Like this is a 1.5 that matches up with this. Up 74 points. See another 2 minute. Stopping right before new high day. What a tease. She'd be like that though. Just wait. There's 11 minutes left in that candle. We're well in profit. Feel free to take a partial if you want to. If anybody is in the same trade as me, like I don't know. I'm not signal service. Do whatever you want to do. I'm just holding. I might end up taking a partial to see a swing high being made. Oh, it stopped right before new high day. If I get stopped at break even, that's gonna suck. Now I'm like up 0.5 R. Like I said, I want expansion now to the upside. We've been holding. I've been holding. Let's see. It's been kind of trashy move up higher. Very slow, very slow. I don't love that we made a swing high right by New Hive Day and ES took the weekly retrace. What time is it now? It's 11:05. $10 minutes left in this 15-minute candle. I'm fine with holding this and stop break even. I'm gonna hold it. Let me check my phone. Hold on, my sister's leaving. I gotta go say bye. Please, Tanya, the 20% is marked out wrong. Someone's saying, please, Tanya, the 20% is marked out wrong. You know what? I used to mark it from the low from Friday, but then someone said it's low from Thursday, and that kind of makes sense. So that's what I'm doing. I think you should. I like this extension level anyway. And I liked how this you're looking like on the hourly. We're holding up pretty nicely. You know? We could get back into here, into this deeper one. Then explain, whoever is saying that I did it wrong, explain what you're supposed to do. Let me know, or ICT can email me if he's here. We're holding up really well in the 15 for the first 5 minutes. So first 7 minutes of this 15, like we're holding up really up near the highs of the day. I think that this should be an expansion higher. You know? I don't think we're gonna. Let me see, where did this wick? Yeah. It's slow, super slow. But I'll give you that, it's super slow. But it's the last day of the month. But I like this extension level too. We didn't even take out the swing high, like. I'm not gonna like just, you know, chicken out. Like, what's the worst that can happen? Stops break even now. Who wants to hear tea trades? Someone said, shout out to tea trades. Person that's yelling at me that I did it wrong is not even responding, so I had a 97% sleep score, you guys. No way. I slept for 8 hours. Wow. First time in a while. No wonder I'm really good today. The day before was 64 sleep score. 5 hours. Yeah, not loving that we made a swing high here. Now I'm like up 49, 50 points. Up like probably just 0.5-ish R. 0.6. It's creeping. It's being a little creep. That 15-minute, not doing much. We'll see. Got 5 minutes, 4 minutes left in it. Don't really love that it's like 11:10 now. Didn't reach my target. You know, there's a thought process. You could put a time stop, collect your monies. I might do that. We'll see. Because it's 11:11. Just slowly retracing there. I'm in like 20 points above my break even. ES is just retracing into this 1 minute. We'll see what ends up happening here. If it's going to end up getting bought up again, or will I get stopped break even? Mm-hmm. 14 points above my break even. Yeah, I was too late in trying to figure out how to manage it here. Oh well, stopped out break even there. Came super close, did not even hit new high of day, which I wanted as the first target. There was SMTs of ES. Like I said, I would suck if that happened, but whatever. It's a super slow day. And that's all I'm going to do for today. So don't be a degenerate today. Yeah. Too slow in figuring out whether or not I wanted to take partials there or not. It just happens when you're streaming and replying to people. And yeah, I wanted more extension, so that could still happen, but now's not the time for it to happen. I wanted it to happen. I wanted nice extensions to upside here. We got pullback in 2 minutes. Like this. Still holding up. Let's see this mitigation block. So we'll end up seeing if this ends up running out this low. See? Could just be a slow ass grind up higher. But this didn't even take out this high, which sucks. Let me check my phone to see. Pretty chill day, honestly. Yeah, the person that's telling me it's wrong, like, you just didn't even tell me what you're supposed to do. Nobody in the chat is saying what to do in regards to that, so. ES hit it. That would have been 1.3R, so ES was still stronger in that regard. And we're just up 0.3, about 0.4% on ES and NQ. I'm pretty happy with that trade. A small body on the daily. Anticipated that. Got in a good price, and yeah, didn't extend all the way where I wanted it. That's gonna happen sometimes, so gotta stay safe in the process though. Yeah, this looked promising here, and then it did make a swing high. I had time to figure out whether I wanted to take a partial, but too slow. And then when that happened, it's like, I used to be up 70 points, now I'm up 50, but, you know, partial still will pay you a little bit, but a few $100s is not going to really make such a difference for me. 0.5R partial, I don't really care too much. 0.7R partials. I don't even like to partial at 1R, so I was going to do that, maybe, depending on how it reacted there, and it didn't even hit it, so very happy with getting stopped out break even there. Now we're just having a slice down here. That begs the question, are we going to dump again today? I don't know. It's the end of the month. It's going to be tricky the last 15 minutes of the day. I would say just be careful. Because it's going to be crazy action typically the last day of the month, especially during power hour, and especially during the last 10 minutes of the day, because all the portfolios, all the mutual funds are rebalancing their portfolios. So there's going to be a lot of volatility there to be expected. But so far now we have a tiny candle. We're back at the opening of the daily candle. You know, I was bullish. I was just for Friday, and after having how many days down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down closed days. I figured, hey, today could be an up close day. After that little manipulation there at the bottom. So now ES is actually taking out that swing low that took out the swing high. So now it's just back in the range. I'm not so interested in this, not gonna lie. Not much to do today for me anymore, I don't think. Look at the monthly candle. Wicked above the previous month. I'd rather, for more downside, I'd rather just wait for next week. Some people might be thinking we dipped into this. It depends on how this 4-hour closes, I guess. Does this hourly close below 50% of this? You can see at the afternoon. I'd rather wait then. And yeah, that's that. Pretty chill day. Tried one trade, stop break even. Not even mad. That's it. More action. I'm like prepping my mind for more craziness next week. What do we have next week? We have NFP. Next week we'll have a guest on our show too. Before NFP, we'll do Friday starting earlier. We'll have a psychology lesson or something like that from a mental game coach. Let's see. Next week we have Monday, there's news. That's good. Nice. 10 a.m. ISM manufacturing. Okay. Yeah, we have NFP Friday. So good luck if you're going to continue trading into the afternoon now, but I'm done for the morning. And yeah, have a good Friday. The last day of the month, last day of the week. Don't want to be a degenerate today. Oh, and also, today's the last day. If you want to be entered in the giveaway with My Funded Futures, we're giving away 5, what is it called? 5 starter accounts. And to enter, you see, all you have to do is use code Tanya. If you purchase any account using code Tanya, and until today at 11:59, you're entered automatically into the giveaway. Let's see here. Yeah, look at this crazy 15-minute. This one looked pretty good. It didn't hit the high. Stopped right before it. And then this one, just huge retracement. I don't know. I'm pretty happy because in the past, I feel like I would rage over that. I'm like, okay with that. I can't be perfect in managing everything with partials and trying to squeeze out every little point. That's not. Let's see here. But yeah, the market is so choppy, said somebody. Yeah, that's expected though. After this huge move yesterday. Who caught this? You know, this was actually a previous weekly low, the target that it came back into. This was my target, and I said it could go to this one too, but I held for that one on my runners. Funny, we came back there into it. Yeah, so the other trade I saw was this 1R here. Yeah, this didn't retrace. This one was a good one. I could have taken 1R there to here. I didn't. And I'm fine with that, getting stop break even. This hourly is wild. I want to see how this hourly closes. I do wonder if it's gonna just completely take out this. Is it gonna respect the body of this 50% candle or not? So yeah, don't get wrecked today. Don't get wrecked in the chop. Easier said than done, but Fridays are the easiest day to blow accounts because, you know, you're exhausted from the week. Your energy, your focus, your concentration, and then like you're very tempted to end on a good note. So it's very easy to overtrade on Fridays. But yeah, I'm not very interested in this at the moment. I'll peep at charts at 1:30, but you know, yesterday was a good day in the afternoon for me. The morning sucked, but oh my god, this is the most exhausting day of my trading day of my career because the comeback was crazy. Just being, you know, taking loss in the morning and then still having the strength to trade in the afternoon because it's a Thursday and the weekly expansion is there. That's basically it. I don't know. I hit my weekly expansion targets this week already. Hit that swing low. Not on ES yet, but That's probably the potential thesis for lower today. ES didn't hit this low yet, and it did retrace into this weekly, and now it could go lower if it wants to. I'd rather wait until the afternoon. Yeah. Right now is the easiest time to get chopped. Right now, yeah, we dipped into this 4-hour. So you want to see at least a 5-minute shift, and you're getting that on ES from the bearish side, right, where I got stopped at break even. In that regard, I'd be really happy to get stopped out where the market is shifting. Yeah. Now you have this breaker, bearish unicorn on ES. If you're still bearish for today, that lines up with people's bias for that. So yeah, pretty happy with today, because it's just been it was a slow grind up, and I tried for another push and I got stopped at break even. So the bearish market, I don't want to hang around too much trying the bullish move. That's the thesis there, I would guess, for the bears. I wonder how that plays out. I'll check it out later. But yeah, have a great weekend, everyone. Let me see if there's any more questions. This weekend I'll be releasing like a video. I'll be giving away like a trading laptop. So it'll be like the thank you for 100k subs video. Overall, very happy with my performance today, because I was literally looking for more upside. I got stopped at break even, and it's been breaking down so far. So yeah. Yeah, don't be a degenerate today. Be careful, it's also last day of the month. I'll see you back here. We'll be streaming Monday, 9:15 a.m. Have a great week.